Adam, how would you sum up the performance overall?
Well, the start again. Obviously it's a killer for us when we're a travelling side, and we lost Barras before the game, and then to give up 9 goals, 10 goals, quarter time, the game's over. So yeah, and it's not the first time it's happened. So we keep digging our way to work our way through it, but it's pretty frustrating for all of us.
What did you say to the players at quarter time?
It was probably more half time. Quarter time, the game's pretty simple these days. If you can't win your own ball, whether it's around the stoppage or the outside, you lose field position, and then it's really hard to transition these days. So I think we went at 17% tackling efficiency in the first quarter, something like that. And then the clearances just put us on the back foot with an undersized back line. So what you're thinking is exactly what I'm thinking. So it was a really obvious area in the first quarter, and slowly we chipped away, and I think we won the second half, and saved a little bit of dignity. And we'll learn and grow from some of those periods of play where younger players stood up and had good quarters here and there and showed a little bit of resilience. But the first quarter just iced the whole game. So credit to Carlton. We knew they were going to bring. The one thing they've brought is pressure and contest. That's been public that they're going after that, and we couldn't stop it.
How long before the game did you know that Tom Barras was going to miss?
I knew he was at risk for the whole week.
So then the move to put Brady Hoff on Kernow to start, was that just out of necessity, or why wasn't Bazzo starting on him?
We thought Hoff could do a job on him.
Alan obviously went back then after in the second quarter. Was that just out of necessity?
Yeah, we kicked 3 in the first. So.
How bad early on do you assess this Luke Shuey's hamstring injury?
I don't know yet.
Are you fearful that it could be season over?
Probably not the time to talk about it right now.
You obviously looked pretty upset though. Did you have anything to say to him after the game?
Not yet.
How do you sort of bounce back now within 8 days to turn around against North Melbourne next week?
Yeah, we've got to get back on the horse. Yeah, keep reviewing the way we need to review and keep moving forward.
Do you think you can get Tom Barras and Jeremy McGovern back for that clash?
Hope so.
50-50 or?
I don't know. I haven't put a figure on it. But yeah, hopefully get them both back.
You said you didn't start well at the contest in that first quarter. Obviously, you had your senior players in the middle and they didn't get the job done. How did that sort of happen? Do you have any sort of explanation as to why they didn't start well?
Not at the moment.
Adam, Damien Hardwick, when he quit, basically said he tried to cook the sausages 1,000 ways, and 1,001 ways ran out of time. Or, I guess
what does that mean?
Couldn't cook the sausage anymore. He tried everything to get the most out of the group. Do you feel like you still got more things up your sleeve with this group?
I don't think it's about. I mean, coaching obviously is definitely part of my job, but we're rebuilding a list. So finding opportunities for our younger players, growing our list with experience, getting the best out of our senior players. That's obviously my job. So yeah, I'm still got some sizzle on the sausage, if that's what the way you want to talk about it. But we're completely different. We are working through a new era. So we're at the start. And I don't know how many under-20s we had today, probably 7. And I suspect 3 or 4, probably not quite ready. You're right. Sorry, I'll stop rambling.
What was Baras's problem?
He got that knock against Rewalt on the wing last week. He flipped over, just landed on his shoulder. So he's just having trouble moving the shoulder around. And we thought it'd get better, and we gave it till this morning. So.
Do you hope, obviously you play North Melbourne this week, do you hope with what you saw in the second half and chance for a win, you might get some energy in the group this week? Yeah,
well, I hope so, but I think that every week. Like we honestly, and maybe I'm a little bit delusional with what we saw today in the first quarter in particular, but I think our best is very competitive, but getting them to do it at the start is, especially when we travel, has been an issue for, I reckon, 5-6 weeks. So still got to work through that. But when we play a good, honest brand, we're competitive. So I think scores from turnovers today we might have won. I think we might have won them last week, but the clearance has now become a really, really important issue for us to get right early. So that's what we'll work on this week. And regardless of who we play, we'll go in and have a swing.
I know it's early with Luke Shuey. You're feeling for him, obviously. How can you take us into his emotions at all? He said on radio yesterday that it felt like he'd sort of turned a corner with all the work he's doing for that, hamstring prevention, injury prevention.
Yeah, I haven't spoken to him yet, so I'll see how he's travelling in the next hour or so. One thing the players get is they get 5 hours with me now on the plane and the airport, so we'll go through all that. Obviously it'd be emotional, I would have thought. Thanks, guys.